Debt, The First 5,000 Years is a book by anthropologist David Graeber that explores the history of debt and its role in shaping human societies. Graeber argues that debt is not a natural or inevitable part of human existence, but rather a social construct that has been used to justify and perpetuate inequality and exploitation. The book is divided into 3 parts. The first part, The Birth of Debt, traces the history of debt from its origins in the early agrarian societies of Mesopotamia and Egypt to the development of coinage and credit in ancient Greece and Rome. Graeber argues that in these early societies, debt was often seen as a social bond that created obligations of mutual support and reciprocity. The second part, The Birth of Capitalism, examines the transformation of debt in the early modern period, when it became increasingly commodified and used to finance commercial ventures. Graeber argues that this shift led to the development of a new kind of society, one in which debt was used to create a permanent underclass of debtors who were forced to work for the benefit of their creditors. The third part, The Future of Debt, explores the possibilities for a more just and equitable system of debt. Graeber argues that we need to reconceptualize debt as a social relationship, rather than a financial transaction. He suggests that we could create a system of debt forgiveness that would allow people to start over and rebuild their lives. Debt, The First 5,000 Years has been praised by critics for its wide-ranging scope and its provocative insights into debt. The book has been translated into over 20 languages and has been the subject of much debate and discussion. Here are some of the key takeaways from the book. Debt is not a natural or inevitable part of human existence. It is a social construct that has been used to justify and perpetuate inequality and exploitation. The way we think about debt is shaped by our culture and history. In some societies, debt is seen as a social bond that creates obligations of mutual support and reciprocity. In other societies, debt is seen as a financial transaction that must be repaid at all costs. The current system of debt is unjust and unsustainable. It creates a permanent underclass of debtors who are forced to work for the benefit of their creditors. We need to reconceptualize debt as a social relationship, rather than a financial transaction. We could create a system of debt forgiveness that would allow people to start over and rebuild their lives. Debt, The First 5,000 Years is a challenging and thought-provoking book that offers a new perspective on the history and future of debt. It is a must-read for anyone who wants to understand the true nature of debt and its impact on human societies. I hope you like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.